Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we were back at Skyhold. We took care of some stuff on the war table, which we're going to be going over here in a moment. And then we ended up passing judgment on the remains of the Duchess who assassinated the Empress.
To see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Okay. And then we went around and talked with all of our companions, and, got to know a little bit more about Bull's Chargers and a few other things, so, all kinds of interesting things. And the fact that Leliana and Cassandra are being considered for possibly becoming the next Divine of the Chantry. So we'll see where that goes. Now, for now, we are back at the war table again. We want to pick up what we sent our guys out for missions on and send them out for some more. So let's go ahead and do that. Reparations for Redcliffe. There we go. That was weird. Okay, Inquisitor, I'm pleased that we were able to work together for the betterment of the people of Redcliffe. Arlane. Hey, Andraste, watch over here. Tegan. Okay. Got some gold. Let's see. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. Leliana. Our agents entered Lord Enzo's home, where they discovered several pieces of correspondence connecting Enzo to the Venatori. Worse, it seems Enzo did more than buy into their philosophy. He's been arranging to send volunteers to Red Lyria mines. As they took these people from Rialto's poor, more unfortunate residents, few noticed the disappearances. Our agents were prepared to confront Enzo with the evidence, but he failed to return. We have since learned that he hired a ship to Hercynia in the Free Marches. It seems unlikely that Enzo knew of our presence, but something spooked him. Leliana has written a note below. Have our agents track Lord Enzo to the Free Marches. His work for the Venatori must not continue. Let us pray the trail does not run cold. An offer from the Crows. Masterwork imbued staff grip. So that's right there. Delicate negotiations. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat, after all, and had little patience with the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way toward an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenhad, as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. And we got the sword Avenger. Ooh. Let's see what that's all about. Alright, so an offer from the Crows. Let's go for that one. A letter delivered to Skyhold. Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We encountered your agents in Hercynia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with demands to Vinter friends. You know, the Venatori. We know Enzo. You know the Venatori. We know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we get paid. A happy ending for all involved. Let's see. Liliana says, cooperating with the Antivan Crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we gain contact should we need the assistance in the future. Sounds like a plan. Go for it. The Arl's Invitation. What is this? This is for Ambassador Liliana, I think. Or, not Liliana, Josephine. Ambassador, I apologize for any unpleasantness that might have arisen from my last correspondence with the Inquisition. My people have been under tremendous strain for too long, even before the destruction of the Conclave. It has taken its toll on all of Redcliffe Arling. That is the past. Today, we write to offer an invitation to the Inquisition. The Banorn of Callan is part of my domain and now lies empty. Ban Alara lost her life attending the Conclave. Her only living relative holds lands too far away to administer both. By Ferelden custom, the lands are now the property of whomever claims them through skill of arms. A tournament will be held at Kalon with the victor taking the title as their prize. The Inquisition may send a champion to fight in the melee if you wish. Altegan. We can't truly run a Banorn, but a well-chosen envoy could win us Ferelden allies. We could send a champion. It may not be wise to win, however. Fereldans hold grudges. I like Josephine's idea better. Josephine, go take care of that. And we have locate the missing seekers. Whoever can do that is busy. Hard in Hightown, trouble in Skyholds. Let's see. Copies of Hard in Hightown and Hard in Hightown 3, The Repuncheoning, sit side by side on the table along with a note. Nightingale. Found several similarities to events in Varric's book, but all are slightly off. Dead magistrate was not in his home. Man found murdered in locked room was a compt, not a magistrate. Executors did not send a warning note directly to Donan. Obviously, object of plot is Sword of Hessarian, not a penny dreadful author. Close look at the rip-off book shows numerous grammatical and spelling errors that seemed random at first, but ciphers believe might contain coded information. Killer and author are clearly linked. Either the murder investigation or the code might lead us to a target. That sounds something like to Liliana. Something more for Liliana. I'm not going to send Cullen on that one. So we'll go over to Orlais instead. An invitation from the Emperor. Let's see. Negotiate a deal with weapon plans. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. How about this one? The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Griffius, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weakness in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Val-Foret and Mont-Simard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade, and displaced civilians returning home after the war has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. This sounds perfect for Cullen. Go ahead and take care of that. Alright. There we go. A lot of work to do on the war table these days. And there is one thing that I remembered that we forgot to do last episode. There's one more person we need to go talk to. And that is Morrigan, who is now basically an envoy to the Inquisition from Orlais. How Morrigan ended up in the court of Orlais and at the side of the Empress herself is a bit interesting. And we probably need to find out whatever happened to her kid. So, maybe we will get that information here in just a second, as soon as things load. There we go. And Morrigan on the map is over here. So, we just need to find a way over there. Which I think is through here. No. I'm not even sure where I am right now.
Of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
This is the wine cellar?
There's no end of it. I can store an army.
No for the Skyhold kitchens. Again, if I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them to the meat grinder. Another note from the Skyhold Kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. And check the sugar daily to make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Beneath is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing toward a crude drawing of a phallus. Okay, has Sarah been trolling people? So to meet as much as possible, Willow stitch switches 4 to break in the new kitchen hands. Really? Huh. Can I actually, like, fast travel over there? By chance? Yeah. I know that there's a door that gets there somewhere.
Ground, even here, this hold has everything.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Mother Giselle. Maybe I should talk to her.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Did you make me Inquisitor?
I remember our talk out there, before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Liliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
It will have to be.
If the power of the Inquisition isn't enough, we're all in a great deal of trouble.
It may seem overwhelming now, but you have already done more than most could have. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Let's see. No, I don't think I really have anything else to talk to her. Oh, can I help with anything?
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Okay.
Farewell.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Investigate the disappearance of the Seekers. Alright. And we have Morrigan and a young man.
You're the Inquisitor. You're very tall. Mother didn't say you were a Canary.
I am indeed a Kunari.
Oh? I'm told it's the first thing one notices about me.
I noticed your blood. It doesn't belong to your people.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man. My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
He's your son?
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
We can ask about this. Who's the dad? We know, but our character doesn't.
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
You must be proud.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
You know about Skyhold?
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I'm rather fond of it.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Alright, anything else to talk about?
Greetings, Inquisitor.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Leliana has built a network of spies beyond anything Thedas has seen. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
I wonder if Morrigan and Leliana have done a little catching up. I'm not sure what's next.
I have no idea what will happen once all this is over.
Do you not? No doubt there will be countless men and women with suggestions. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
You were an apostate?
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
You were in the Fifth Blight?
You were in Ferelden during the Blight?
The Blight began in the Kukari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Why the Orlesian court?
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. The moment Celine perished, my time in court was done. I do not miss it overmuch.
Tell me about Kieran.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
Goodbye.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Alright, so there we go. A little catching up with Morrigan. Now, we need to decide what it is that we are going to do next. Do we continue knocking out some stuff? Taking care of gathering some more power before we move on? Maybe level up a little bit? Or what it is we're going to do. Actually, let me go ahead and pause the recording. Hold on, let's see here. Oh yeah, let me pause the recording. I'm going to decide what it is we're going to do next, and then we're going to head on out. Alright, back at the war table. We have 20 power, so we don't really need to grind much more power at this point. So what I've decided is we're going to go to investigate the western approach and try and see if we can figure out what is going on with the Grey Wardens. Continue to press on with the main story. So let's go ahead and do this. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirm the Inquisition's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the western approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Alright, so go ahead and do that. Alright. Our scouts confirm the Inquisition's report. Yeah, I already read that. Gather your party and venture into the western approach now. Yeah, let's do it. And we brought Vivienne along for a little bit. But let's bring her along again. Bull. And let's bring Blackwall on this one.
Visitor, welcome to the Western Approach. You're a long way from the Winter Palace now. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Thanks for the warning.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
Alright, so we actually have level ups. I also leveled up my own character a little bit. As you can see on the skills panel there, I got that back. So, let's go ahead and take a look at everyone else. Vivienne. You were a pure knight enchanter. Let's see. Spirit Blade generates charge more quickly, but you expend all charge when striking an enemy. You deflect incoming projectiles. Spinning a shockwave of energy back at the attacker. No, we don't really need that. See, decloaking blast. The lower the charge on your Spirit Blade, the longer Fade Cloak lasts. Enemies take damage inside the field. Spirit Blade gains power. I think that's what we would want. And as far as her other magic, Treasure barrier springs into place around you automatically when you're badly injured. Sounds like a plan. Iron Bull. He is a Reaver. Battlemaster. Two-handed weapon. Maybe we should unlock the Reaver stuff. Let's go with when enemy dies near you, the thrill of death spurs you to hit that much harder. Let's go with that one. And with Blackwall, he is a champion. Let's see, Vanguard. Let's go with this one. Increasing your guard when you use taunt. Challenge. You're talking about challenge gets your blood pumping turn by increasing your stamina regeneration. Challenge as many enemies as you want with no cooldown. Alright. I guess we need to talk to the requisition officer to get where the requisitions are here.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Promise of destruction. Luster survey and the approach gather. Okay, so there's some stuff here. What is this? Intercepted divinatory message. Octavian, with our allies and the Templars redeploying and abandoning their mine in the canyons, we will now focus on efforts on the excavations and the summoning attempts. Go have a word with our White Claw associates. I'll be sending further resources your way. Okay. Alright, let's just take a look at the quest map. What do we have in the area? We have a rift to the south, something to the north, Primeval Red Lyrium, the Venatori. Don't want to do the Primeval Red Lyrium unless we have Varric in the party. But we go close this rift real quick. That should be simple enough to get started in here. And it's right here. So, alright, we want to dispel. Is there any place we can get more than one? Doesn't look like it, so let's just grab this one. Try and disrupt this. Hopefully I won't get hit. Nope, got hit. Droppins? There we go. Keep him there. There we go. Close it. Perfect. Some death root. Other stuff here. Deep mushrooms. I thought those usually grew in caves. A couple of stuff down here. We don't know what they are. There's a Fade Rift up north. Where is our ultimate goal? Memories of the Grey. Unfinished business. Take down Leo of Lucian Bay. Help Cassandra hunt the targets down. Alright, so we don't want to do that unless we have Cassandra in the party. Alright, I guess we're just going to continue south here because we need to explore the area. Here lies the Abyss. The Grey Wardens... Yep, that's the direction we want to go. Okay. So we're just going to proceed south. Paragon's Luster.
Someone's been busy. Let's find them, shall we?
What's this? Research supplies. Package label. Property of Frederick of Serot. University of Orlais. Nazar's Pass Research
A
Camp.
shipping label. Someone else is out in this wilderness, then.
What happened here? Whoever did this has a lot to answer for.
There's a cave here? This seems to
Someone has a lot to answer for.
be a red lyrium mine. Is this that primeval red lyrium? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is something we need Varric here for. So we're gonna hold off on this for a bit. Come back later. Something isn't happy. Oh, local wildlife. What's this? Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They're often mistaken by passerby as simple carvings in the rocks and trees.
Chantry symbol out here? Odd.
Ah, I see a rift over there. Oh, what's this? Death root? And there's something we can claim over here.
We're fighting her, right? Tell me we're fighting her, boss.
That, in fact, would be a high dragon. And of course, Bull wants to fight it. Well, not sure where this landmark is. I think I may have made a mistake. I can't get back up here. grab some crafting materials while I'm here. Oh, what do we have? I don't know, these guys don't look Venatory. Maybe they're just random bandits. Lots of metals out here, and that's nice. It's going to help with crafting eventually. I'm guessing that this landmark is probably actually underground somewhere here. Alright, but actually looks like that we are out of time here, so we're going to end the episode here. We're going to continue exploring the western approaches when we get back, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.